Ni hao, welcome to A Drop of Rain. I am Rain, and today I'm going to be doing a full makeup look. If you see my face, it's really red. It's not blush on, it's allergies that I get whenever the weather suddenly changes, and I feel really bad about it. I feel bad about myself, which is why earlier today I decided to do a full makeup look as a form of therapy. So I'm going to be showing you my process on a full makeup look. Take note, I'm not really a professional, but it helps me feel better, so why not? For the full makeup look, I'm going to be starting with this oil from a brand called Mina. It's actually a European brand, but I got this oil from Taiwan, and I use this oil so that the foundation I use afterwards would give me a more glass skin look, because if I go straight to foundation, usually the foundation makes my face look really matte and really dry. And by foundation, I mean actual liquid foundation, not the usual Korean compact foundation that I use. If I were to use a Korean compact foundation, I actually wouldn't be applying this oil anymore because it would be pretty redundant. For Korean compact oil, they already make your face look like glass skin, so oil is very unnecessary. But since I only use Korean compact foundation whenever I have to go to parties, if I'm in a cold place, then I'm going to be needing to use this oil. As for the foundation, I'm going to be using this foundation, liquid foundation, called Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is a very good foundation. It literally lasts all day and it looks very natural to the skin, and I love it so much. For the Korean compact, it's only good for like short events and really cold weather. So whenever I use that on like a normal day, here in the Philippines, especially where it's very hot, the foundation starts to dry and be powdery, and I hate it, and it feels really heavy. For this liquid foundation or for Western brand foundation, it would be good on a normal wear on a normal day. The only problem I have is that in the West, they like the matte finished look of the face a lot, and I don't like that because I don't know, it just doesn't look good on me, and I like the Korean glass skin finish, which is why I put the oil. So I only use the oil when I use foundations like these. I'm going to be using this brush from, well, I got it from Watson's in Taiwan. So yes, it's firm, not too loose, and it is able to blend the foundation really well. And as you can see, the redness isn't as seen anymore. Yay! Well, I can actually stop here, but then, I thought, why not just do the whole thing and make myself feel really good for today. So yeah, it blends really well. As you can see, it gives a very natural finish, and I love it. Whenever I blend, I try to do it as softly as I can because, dragging your skin around isn't really a good thing. And then afterwards, I'm going to be going to fix my eye bags, and I use this color corrector from Mina again. If I'm not mistaken, it's shade 303 and it's kind of reddish peach. And we all need a color corrector if our eye bags are dark, just like mine. My eye bags are very dark, so I need a color corrector. Because if you put the normal concealer right away, your eye bags are gonna end up looking like gray. So a reddish colored color corrector will help give your eye bags a more natural skin color. For my actual concealer, I use the Innisfree one, and I think I've shown this on my other makeup vlogs. I still use the same thing because, it works, so why not? And then I dotted on my under eyes, my eye bags, and then I try to dab it as softly as I can. Don't dab too hard. I've seen people dab their eye bags too hard, and that's gonna make your eye bags more stressed and more dark. So if you can see, this is the finish right now, and it looks really good, natural, only I look very pale because, I do like the look of my skin at this moment though. It's so natural, it's very glassy, and it looks very moisturized and healthy. Wow, yes. I'm going to be moving on to the eyeshadow now, and I'm going to be using two types of eyeshadow. The first one is the Paprika brand, and the next one is Heme. Paprika is actually a local brand here in the Philippines, and it has a very orange undertone. For this Heme, it's kind of pinkish, and I'm gonna use both of them. I'm going to be starting with the Heme eyeshadow because there's a light color here that I like to use as base. So I'm going to be using this color, and then I'm going to be applying it all over my eyelids to give it a very light base so that the next colors that I put would be more defined. After doing that, I would move on to this Paprika one, and then I would use this really orange undertone for the lower part of my lids. Why do I like orange? I don't know. I just like the colors. And then I'm going to put it here on my underlids and try to make it as straight as possible. If you can see, the colors are actually really vibrant and really defined, and that's what I like about this. And I didn't even have to touch the brush on the shadow too much. I touched it very lightly and it already gave a lot of pigment. That's a sign of a very quality eyeshadow. And then next, I would be wanting a darker color for the outer eyelids, and so I will be using this dark reddish brown, I guess, like reddish brown thing. And I'm going to be trying to make it as straight as possible because I'm a monolid, and swiping it from an upward motion is going to make my eyes smaller. So for monolids, I heard it's better to make it straight so that your eyes would look bigger. And then, I try to blend it with, whatever blending I am able to see because my eyesight isn't as good, but I try my best. So after I put it on the outer corners of my eye, I am now going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. I don't know where I watched it, but I think I saw once that this is something that you call a halo something, but it gives a really good look, so I like it. So again, remember, a darker color on the outer and the inner corners of the eye. Afterwards, I want something shiny and glittery in the middle of my eyelid because, I like sparkling, and I use this thing from Stuart. I actually don't know what it's called because I found it on an airplane. Like, they were selling it at Sky Shop, so I liked it because, I like sparkling. And then I will be using like this kind of brush to just dip it in a little bit because it's very jelly. It has a jelly texture. Then I'm gonna put dots on my eyelids because it's hard to control glitter. So I'm going to be using my finger to spread it all around. So as you can see, I only use the brush to apply the dots on my eyes and then spread it with my fingers because fingers have better control of those sparkles, and we need to control the sparkles so we don't look like a sparkling disaster. Yes. Okay. Afterwards, when I feel like, yay, I'm sparkling a little bit better, I'm going to take a look in the mirror and appreciate, like, wow, it's so beautiful. I'm sparkling, I'm shining. It's a fairy godmother moment. No, I'm kidding, but yeah. So anyway, next I'm going to be doing my under eyes. I use this thing called Hula from Benefit. This is actually better for the cheeks, but I like the color for my under eyes because I don't know, I just think it makes a good under eye color. So it's brown, and I use a small brush that I use for my under eye. So again, I try to connect the color from the eyeshadow on top as straight as I can, and then I will put it on both eyes and try to end it in the middle of the eye because sometimes when I put a brown shadow on the entire under eye, it starts to look like eye bags and it starts to look like I don't sleep very much, so I only end it until the middle. Later, I will be putting lighter colors on the rest of the eye. I like putting some sparkly stuff on the under eye inner part, so I'm gonna do that. And usually Asian makeups look better when it has that really light sparkly thing here in this part as well, so I'm gonna do that. After the brown, I attempt to put some eyeliner that I got from Mina. It's actually yellow and I wanted to try it out today, but because of quarantine, I wasn't able to use it the entire time, and for some reason, it dried up. And so, I do not recommend this yellow eyeliner or eyeshadow thingy, liquid thingy from Mina because it was very dry and flaky, and I just wanted to regret this so much. No, I regretted it so much. So, to try to cover up the yellow mess on my eye, I attempt to use an eyeshadow for eyeliner because I'm not very good with eyeliners. Like, I'm very bad at it. So the best kind of eyeliner that I can put are eyeshadow eyeliners. So I go back to my Paprika eyeshadow palette, and then I get this really dark color, and then I use it as an eyeliner with an eyeliner brush. So there you go. I put it on both eyes, and again, I try to make the line as straight as possible because it is the best type of line for my mono eyes. I wish I had one of those like double eyelid thingies, but it's okay. I should be proud of my eyes. And then I try to make it the same shape because if you haven't noticed, my eyes are actually not the same shape. One eye is shorter than the other, and one eye has some kind of a double eyelid, the other doesn't. So it's really hard to make it as straight as I can. This is actually where I take the most time. After that, I go for mascara, and first I gotta fold it up with an eyelash curler. I kind of forgot what it was called for a moment. And then I use this mascara I got from VTxBTS. Now, how I apply mascara is I try to wiggle it a bit once I start putting it at the bottom, and then I pull it straight up. That's how I put mascara. But I forgot it wasn't waterproof, and then I opened my eyes right away, and so the mascara went to my eyeshadow. Wow, Reine, such a disaster. I was trying to make myself feel good, but ended up doing that. So I grabbed some tissue and I tried to fix my mistake. It's okay. It happens to everyone. It happens to a lot of people. And a messy mascara, well, I don't want to look like I cried, so I gotta clean this up for a bit before I move on to the next one. Okay, next. Now that I have cleaned the mascara successfully, I am now going to continue my under eye, and I have this thing from VTxBTS, and it's like a white glitter thingy, the ones Korean use for their inner corners, and I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my under eye, and it usually looks really pretty. I really love this glitter brush because it's really thin and it's very easy to control where the white color goes, and it's really bright, really shiny. It's very, very bright and sparkly, and I love it. So this product I really recommend from VTxBTS. It's time to sparkle even more on the rest of my face. So I have this highlighter palette from Mina that I super love to use, and then I use a very fluffy brush. So I get the brown shade of this Mina palette, and then I use it as a contour so that my face would be smaller. I put it on my cheekbones or under cheekbones, wherever I think I want it to look thinner, and then I blend it as the best that I can. Again, it doesn't look very blended whenever the lights are on, but when the lights are off, it gives a more natural look, I promise. Then after I contour myself on the cheek part, I grab this Fenty contour stick. I use this Fenty contour stick on my nose because, I don't know, it's just easier. And I put it on the sides of my nose like that, like on the bottom and the top. Not the entire nose because it's gonna look unnatural. If you only put the top and bottom part, it's okay. And then I use this little sponge thingy that I got from Mina in Taiwan. It's really cute and it blends the nose contour really well and easily. So yes, this is because, I've been told I look like I don't have a nose, so nose contour is very important. If you understand my reference, thank you. You are an avid watcher of my channel. Now I'm gonna use this highlighter from Fenty as well. I love these Fenty sticks, and I put it on my nose because, highlighting the nose thingy. I don't know why, but people say you need it, so I do it. Maybe it makes the nose more defined. I don't know. Next, for my lips, I'm going to be priming my lips with a MAC primer. I've been using this MAC primer since 5 years ago and it hasn't failed me yet. So yeah, priming my lips before I get to my liquid lipstick. Today I'm going to be using a Moonshot liquid lipstick. This is from Korea and it's kind of a peachy shade and I like it. So I'm gonna put like 3 dots because this liquid lipstick is actually really dark. So 3 dots are fine. I actually think I should have just done 2 dots, but it's okay. Then I use my fingers to dab it around because whenever I drag the liquid lipstick, one thing, it for some reason like hurts my lips. So I have to use my finger to spread it. And then I try to make my lips fuller by tapping on the, lip like a lip liner. Like I use my fingers like a lip liner and try to over it, but yeah. And then I add more, especially under the middle part of my bottom lip because it will make my lips more plump. Only the middle part, because if you put a lot under the entire lip, your lips are gonna look very unnatural. So I only put it on the middle bottom part. And now my lips look more full and I love it. Okay, now I want it to shine because I like it to look more glossy than matte, and the Moonshot makes it look very matte. So I use this MAC Shot of Color Lip Oil. This will make my lips shine and glow and beautiful. So there, since this one I can drag it because it's easy to spread. So I'm actually just going to be putting a little bit on my lips and then I'm gonna transfer it by doing the mwah thing, but I don't know how to say that, so I'm not gonna. But look how shiny my lips are right now. Love it. Flexing my full shiny lips and sparkling eyes, guys. Like, this makeup is amazing so far. I love it. Anyway, so now I'm going to be using the Fenty highlighter. It's a pink one. And highlight above the contour so that, I don't know, it looks nice. My friend told me that you're supposed to highlight above the contour or something, or somewhere there. And then upper lip, lower lip. The upper lip, lower lip thing, I honestly don't get it, but YouTubers do it. And again, they know their thing. We don't. We do this for fun. They do it to be beautiful and for fun as well. So okay, next, now I'm going to be changing my earrings because I want the full look, even though I'm not really changing my shirt, just the earrings. So there you go, and this is how my earrings look like with my makeup. Sometimes makeup pops more whenever you have the right earrings on you, so yeah. I tried closing the light so that you can see how it looks. But it's so dark because the light in this room is so bad, so I kind of gave up on it and I just opened the lights again. And this is the final look that I will let you see. I also kind of did some TikToks today, so I'm going to be inserting it here. Feel free to watch it. Feel free to follow me on TikTok as well. I do it a lot. But yeah, this is the final full makeup look. You have now seen my full makeup process, and yes, I do this to feel better. And if you don't think this look is super good, I'm sorry. This is my first time to do it in 6 months. So you're not allowed to judge me. And I did disclaim when I started this vlog that I'm not really a professional. This is something that's just therapeutic to me and gives me more confidence than I usually have, especially today. It's probably a bad idea to put a full makeup look on your face when you're having allergies, but I don't know. I took some medicine beforehand, so don't you worry. I forgot what the medicine is called, but it's what my doctor recommended to me. So anyway, that is it for today's full makeup vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, please support my podcast. Bye-bye.